The International Disaster Response Network is the disaster response arm of the Starfish community. Often referred to as the IDRN, this Starfish network is focused on coordinating the efforts of community members and others interested in collaborating with the IDRN to care for those in need due to a disaster. While disasters come in all sizes and types, both natural and man-made, all disasters tend to demand resources from responders that are precious to everyone involved, and especially to the victims. Making the most of every gift, every moment, every resource, and every opportunity requires communication, planning, and collaboration, all of which are typically in short supply during the midst of a disaster. To help the Starfish community and the larger global community maximize the amount of good the IDRN brings to each disaster event, a new online system is being developed specifically to help IDRN members with communications, planning, and collaboration. The IDRN Response Portal is built to help create a common operational picture by providing tool sets that weave the most important bits of data together in a single system. Starfish community members who have a Starfish website account can use that same account to access disaster events that have been activated in the IDRN Response Portal. Once logged in, members will find tools for news, maps, status boards, resource matching, and scheduling. Each of these tools is built to help responding coordinators track and share information so that precious resources are more likely to be used strategically and efficiently. The IDRN Response Portal has started taking shape after prototype systems have been used in past response efforts where the IDRN has confirmed what is needed. The system will continue to develop as IDRN partners further define ways to improve the system and resources are allocated or contributed to the system. As a quick introduction to how these systems work, let's look at the primary web-based interface and each of the primary tools, starting with News. Information, especially new information that IDRN members learn in the midst of disaster response, can be critical. Sharing even the most basic information with others is the heart of collaboration. This is particularly useful when news comes directly from the field or would not be known any other way. Regardless of the source or criticality, responders can review the news that others have contributed and add news themselves. As is true with each tool, IDRN-specific designations can be attributed to each piece of news to further organize information in useful ways. The categorization adopted by the IDRN is built around the IDR model's 14 categories. Maps are often some of the most practical tools for gaining a solid understanding of what is happening during a disaster event. This can include locating impacted populations, identifying needs, or reviewing how best to get resources to those needs. Also, most active efforts can be translated into a physical location in one way or another. And when different bits of information are effectively overlaid in a map format, strategic decisions can be made more quickly and effectively. Status boards may be the most versatile and common-sense tools within any disaster response initiative. Historically, coordination or command centers have chalkboards or white erase boards that are loaded with lists, reminders, to-do lists, or anything else that people need to have quick access to in their work. The problem has been that only people in the same room with those boards can directly benefit. By building virtual or digital status boards, the entire IDRN can review and update lists of anything that would be useful. And these lists can be built as needed. One important capability for the status boards is the ability to launch independent windows of any or all of the active status boards so that they can be arranged on alternate display monitors where they will automatically update as information changes. Resources are key in disaster response. You either need resources or have resources, and effectively getting resources to cover the need can mean the difference between life and death. Resource matching can be a truly complicated process, but in its simplest form, the IDRN tries to locate sources of water for those who are thirsty, or get medical personnel and supplies to those needing medical attention, and so on. The IDRN Response Portal's resource tool will start off with simple matching tools, but it will hopefully grow into a tool set that ensures that every available resource is matched with the most strategic needs. Finally, let's talk scheduling. There is little doubt that human know-how and problem-solving skills will not be replaced by automation anytime soon. In most cases, collaboration is a function of key people working together, and the process of getting key people together is all a matter of scheduling. The meeting tool helps IDRN members determine and track when responders get together to update one another and interact, so that an even more accurate understanding of the needs and response plans can be established. This could be online virtual meetings, simple chats, and/or conference calls. Now that you've been introduced to the primary tools within the IDRN Response Portal, let's review some of the things relevant to the current version of this system, concepts and issues that may impact how you interact with others using this system. One important point to understand is that while this tool is accessed via an internet browser, not all browsers are the same. Older browsers do not support some of the key technologies necessary for the IDRN Response Portal to function as needed. Therefore, you'll need to use the most up-to-date versions of the most common browsers, and you might note that the primary development efforts have used the latest Firefox browser. Also, one thing that every user will do at least once while using the IDRN Response Portal is hit the browser's back button. As the system is fully developed, clicking the browser's back button will eventually be incorporated into standard navigation with the system. However, in the initial versions, hitting the browser's back button will take the user back to the Response Portal's login page, which is rarely what is actually intended. As is the case with any system in development, users will need to learn how things work. The interface has dedicated two portions of the screen to different functions. The larger left part of the screen changes to reflect the primary information being engaged at any given point, which can be done by selecting a tool from the top menu bar. A smaller window on the right side of the screen is dedicated to what is referred to as the stream. Information entered by other IDRN members participating through the Response Portal is displayed in the stream in a chronological fashion. Corresponding graphical icons in the stream window can toggle visibility on and off of different types of data displayed in the stream. Also, it is possible to search for keywords, which is an excellent way to find specific known information. Many other features exist or will exist as the IDRN Response Portal continues to be developed. One key overarching feature of this system is its availability to the entire network. IDRN members in good standing will be able to initiate the use of this system for a disaster event response regardless of size or location. Once a new disaster response initiative is activated, IDRN members can be invited to join in the response. It is not required that other network members participate, but if they do, the Response Portal will help facilitate the process. We hope that all Starfish community members will take the time to learn more about the IDRN Response Portal. Also, please consider inviting others to be part of the International Disaster Response Network. Thank you.